channel, Knit in the Zone. I'm Jen and this is episode 69. Before we get started, I just want to say thank you to everyone who's joining me today. Welcome to new viewers and welcome back to returning viewers. If you're interested in finding me across social media, you can go to the links below. I have Instagram, of course I'm on Ravelry and on Facebook. You can shop my artisan hand-dyed yarns at traintrackfiberdesigns.com and you can get the clickable links for everything I mentioned at knitinthezone.com. All right, so let's get started. I'm so excited to be back this week. I feel like it's been forever since I filmed an episode. I filmed a unboxing of Yarnier the other day, so that was really nice. I hope you guys have had a chance to check that out. It was a really awesome box. I'm gonna actually talk about something in the box in a little bit, but first I wanna show you what I'm stocking because I want to make a brioche project. I just have that itch to do something brioche, so I'm looking for something to start. And I don't know what I want to make yet, of course, that's why I'm stocking stuff. But the first thing I found, this is called Baubles, and this is by Andrew Mowry. And it has brioche, it has lace, and it has a lot of things going on. It's $7 for the pattern. It's a shawl, and I think it's a 5-color shawl. It's either 4 or 5 colors. I didn't write that down, probably should have. But it's super pretty. I love her designs. Obviously, you guys know I'm a big Andrea Mowry fan, so I don't know, that's really tempting. But at the same time, I'm kind of like, do I need to make another shawl? Because I have a lot of shawls. Well, I have 5 or 6 shawls, and I don't know. I know I'm gonna wanna do the Stephen West mystery knit along this fall, so I don't know if I wanna do another shawl before that. I don't know. But this is really pretty, and I love down here, my light's in the way. Down here, that's brioche, and it's like, you know, pretty too. It's not only just like lines of brioche, it's actually like designs. So I love that. And then there's other brioche in it as well. And there's lace. So it's really tempting. All right, next thing, if I can make this go away. Technical difficulties. All right, this is another shawl. This is just a smaller shawl. And this was already in my queue, so I don't know if I've shown you guys this or not, but it's called Rebel, and it's by Leslie Ann Robinson, and it's brioche, and it has little cute details. It's a smaller shawl, so that's kind of, you know, tempting in a way too, but I like that a lot. I like how there's little details, but it doesn't look like it would be like a, I don't know, a big, like, crazy project. So I like that a lot, but honestly, I'm probably gonna make this. This is what I'm most likely gonna make because it'll scratch the brioche itch, and yeah, it's cute. So this is called the Fingering Brioche Bandana Cowl, and this is by Lavanya. I cannot say her last name, but you know who she is. So cute. I really want to make that. And there's 2 sizes. There's one that fits a little tighter, and then there's this option, and I want to make this option that's a little bit more, you know, I don't know, dangly, a little bit more ease, I guess. This pattern is $6, and it's brioche, and I'm going to talk about my Yarnier box. If you haven't opened up your Yarnier box, you might want to skip ahead like a couple seconds because I'm going to show the yarn that's in it, because I want to use it for the project that I'm talking about. So this is Dream in Color, and it's their Jilly Cashmere base, and I want to make my, most likely, I'm gonna make this, the bandana brioche cowl thing from Lavanya. I'm probably gonna make it and use this. And then I don't know what other color. I think I'm gonna pick something like very multicolor from my shop and mix it with this, because wouldn't that be so pretty? This is like just a really bright, super bright fuchsia, really bright, super bright. It's a really bright fuchsia color, and I just think it'd be so pretty with something that maybe was a little bit more, you know, like another wild color, but that didn't have pink in it. I think that'd be so fun. So it's probably what I'm gonna do, because this came in Yarnier, and it came with a pattern as well, but I don't know it came with a bandana style pattern in the Yarn Yay box. And I like that, and there's a crochet version too this month, and I kind of want to make that, but at the same time, I really want to make something brioche. And I know that I have enough of this, I think. I think I do. So I think that would be a good, you know, way to use this and still kind of use it in the way that it was intended, but at the same time do a project that I kind of think I would utilize more, because I don't know that I would use a small bandana shawl or scarfy thing. It isn't scarfy thing, I know that's a pattern, but I don't think I would use it. I think I would make better use of a cowl, so I think I might do that. So all right, gonna put that up for now. So I don't have anything new to cast on, or I haven't cast anything on since I've talked to you guys last. I haven't finished anything either, but I have put a lot of progress into my sipila. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys that. I have a big stack of stuff piled up. Ah, half my stack flew. All right, so sipila has grown significantly since I was on here last. And what I've been doing, because I'm working on an arm, so this is kind of something that I feel like helps me to sort of keep things from just being a mess and all over the place. What I've been doing is I put the actual body of the sweater in this tote, and then I have the sleeve out where I'm working on it. And then I have my yarn, have color A and color B in bags. All right, hold on. Let me see if I can get this out of here. So this is what I have done. So I have the whole entire body. I was up here no, wait, that's not it. I was up here, there we go, last time. So I've done, you know, the rest of the body, and then also almost a whole entire sleeve. So I only have a very few rows left. I am making mid sleeves, hopefully. Hopefully that's a mid sleeve. I think it is. I tried it on at one point and I felt like that was going to be a mid sleeve whenever I started the actual color work. Yeah, so that's where I am on it. And guys, I just want to say, color work on a sleeve is no joke. Color work on like a yoke of a sweater, I felt like that was a lot easier to execute. Color work on a sleeve though, because I'm doing magic loop, I just feel like it's a lot more challenging as far as like actually keeping my floats like how they're supposed to be. I feel like it's more tedious. I didn't have double point needles in the right size. I needed a size US 4 and I didn't have any. So I decided to do magic loop, and I'm glad I did, because I was using I guess it's the 8-inch cable, but then of course with the needles it makes it, you know, quite a bit larger, and so it was like a fight. And then I switched to a little bit bigger cable so I can do magic loop, and that's working much better. But color work on a sleeve is like crazy. I've never done that, and actually maybe a little bitty bit on Sunshine or Sunset, what's it called? Sunset Highway, maybe a little bit on that, but not this much obviously, because these are heavily color work sleeves, heavily designed. But it's so pretty. I love it, and I think it's gonna fit nicely. I'm happy with how the body fits, and I think the sleeves are gonna be a good length. I hope they're not like a weird, like, I hope they don't like come to just like here or something. So it's weird. I'm almost done with the color work, and then I think what I'm gonna do is after I'm done with the color work completely, I'm gonna try it on and kind of see where the sleeves go, because if they're at a funky length where it's gonna be like you just have like high water sleeves, I think I'm gonna just knit the rest of it in the light color, in this color, and just kind of go all the way to the cuff, because I think at that point that would kind of look foolish for it to just kind of end here. I think they're gonna end like right here though, but we'll see. I haven't tried it on since I've started doing the color work in the sleeves, so yeah, but that's what I have, and I'm super happy with it. It's such a fun pattern to knit. Like I said, the color work on the sleeves is a little bit tedious, but I think it's gonna be worth it, or I know it'll be worth it. It'll be worth it for sure. It's so pretty. So super happy with how that's working out. And I'm kind of playing yarn chicken a little bit, because I weighed my yarn before I started the sleeves. I'm trying to do it with two 2 100-gram skeins for the main color, and then just my one for my contrasting color. I know I have enough contrasting because I have this much. And then on my main color, I don't know, because I don't have very much. I have a little bit more in my bag, in my project bag. So I don't know. I feel like it's kind of iffy. But obviously I'll see. And I do have a whole other full-size skein that's already the same. It was dyed at the same time. And then I also have a mini that was dyed at the same time. So hopefully if I need to, I can just use that mini if I need to do anything. But of course, whenever I'm done, I'll let you guys know what weight of yarn I used, or how many grams of yarn I used. There we go. So happy with that. And I've been working on my blanket like so much. I would be done with my sweater completely, except for I've kind of gotten into the blanket again. So I'm gonna grab that really quick. All right, so this is living in my fringe bag. And it's gonna have to be rehomed soon, because look, I mean, it's like falling out. I mean, it won't even fit in here anymore. So I'm gonna have to move it. I think whenever I'm done with sipila, I think I'm gonna use that tote that is in right now for my blanket, because way bigger tote. So I think I'm gonna do that, and then I'll probably, obviously I'm gonna put something else in this, but I've put a lot of work into this. Gosh, let me see if I can get it out of the bag. All right, so I did a thing. First off, I have completed a whole entire 15 or 16 like rows total, like up and down wise. So I don't know if I can get back far enough. All right, let me see if I can figure out where I was last time I showed you guys. All right, so here we go. So this was the width of it, but I've added 4 additional squares going that way, but we'll talk about that in a minute. So I was right here last time I showed you guys on this one. So I added all of these going over, right? Is that right? Yeah. Okay, so I added all of these, and then I added this whole entire top row. And then now I've decided, because I laid it out the other day after I finished that top row, that was like Sunday, I guess. I laid that out and I was like, okay, let me just look at it, and kind of just look at what I've done. And then I just felt like it was gonna be too narrow. So I've added an additional 4 squares wide. So now it has a tail again. So now it's going to be 16 squares wide. It was only 12 squares wide, and then I was going to go, I don't know how long I was planning to go, and I still don't know, but it was only 12. Now it's 16, but I'm in the middle of a row first off, but I've added more. So now it'll be this wide, which will not fit on the screen. I don't think. Yeah, it won't fit. So now it's gonna be quite a bit wider. And I probably could actually measure it and tell you guys, instead of saying this wide and this long. But yeah, so there's that. And then, I don't know. It's just a big old blanket at this point, and it won't fit in the screen. But I'm having a lot of fun with it. I kind of lost momentum for a little while on this because I didn't have new minis for it. And the reason I have new minis was because of Knit Crate had stopped doing their mini subscription box. So I don't know, I lost steam. It wasn't fun. It's not fun unless you have new stuff to put in it. And I'm trying not to put 2 of the same, or many, at this point there are repeats, because you're gonna have repeats. But I was trying really hard not to have a ton of the same repeats. So I'm trying to put maybe 2 or 3 squares of each color, like scattered about. So that was kind of my idea. And then I lost momentum because I wasn't getting new minis, and then I was just having scraps for my projects, which, a color, you might have like 1 to 3 colors a project. So I wasn't having a lot of squares. So about a month, maybe a month ago, I don't know, I started dyeing my own 10 gram minis. So I have them in the shop, but I've also had so much fun adding them to my blanket, which honestly, that was why I got them, really, because I'm like, man, 10 gram minis, they're hard to come by. And, you know, even if no one else wants them, I'm happy to have all of them and just put them on my blanket, because you can get like 2 squares out of each 10 gram mini. So you don't have like a million repeats going on. But I also saw on the internet that people use those for the beekeeper's quilt too, which I've not made that, but that would be a good project for it too. I don't think I'm gonna start that ever, because this blanket, I've been working on it for almost a year. I think I started the July 4th weekend of last year, so almost a year. So it's a lot of fun, and I feel like it's one of those things that whenever you have the minis to put in it and you have new ones, even if they're not like brand new and you've never used the color before, but you've not used it in a while, I still think it's so much fun. So I'm having a lot of fun with that, and it's good social knitting, which summertime, you know, there's a lot of, I don't know, for me, there's a lot of like outdoor patio time and, you know, just being social in general. So I feel like it's a good project for that, because it's super mindless, especially at this point, because I'm so far in. I mean, it's kind of like just completely mindless. The other thing too is I can read whenever I knit that. So I have been doing that too. And that brings me to my next thing. This isn't really knitting related, but I always like to kind of tell you guys what I'm reading and all that. So I just finished this, and if you guys have been watching for a while, you know I started reading this months ago, and then I put it down and I just didn't have time to read. So I've been reading this while I work on my blanket, and then I was also working on it, or reading this whenever I was working on like the body of sipila, where it's just plain and you're not, you know, having to do anything. So that was fun. So I was reading that, but now I'm done. And then I also picked up this book. This is the only book from Leanne Moriarty. I can't say her last name. From this woman. This is the only book from her that I haven't read. So I picked it up, and I've read like maybe a page and a half, which is really sad. But I plan to read more of it soon, hopefully. And I wanted to show you guys this. I had probably shown this before, like years ago or maybe a year ago. This is a book holder, and so you just put your book in here and it actually holds the pages open for you. You can use it on like, you know, the treadmill or whatever, if you're doing something where you can't have your hands really holding the book open. So it's awesome. So it's called a flip clip, and I got it on Amazon. I think it was like $8 or something. I'll link it though if I can remember. Matter of fact, I'll put it on my desk so I remember to link it, because I feel like it's just such a good little handy tool for like $8. And it is plastic. They make metal ones as well, but they make plastic ones in a bunch of different cute colors, and that's like a lure for me. So that's what I've been reading, and that's how I've been reading. And I want to talk about Yarnier one more time, so I don't want to spoil it for anyone, but we got a pom-pom magazine in the Yarnier, and I've never got a pom-pom mag before. Nowhere around me sells them, and to buy them online you have to buy like a year subscription at once, and I'm in the US, so it's like it's like 60 something dollars, like $62 or something for a year. And I don't know, maybe I'm cheap, I don't know. It's totally worth it, but I've never bought it. So we got a pom-pom mag in our Yarnier box, and I'm so excited. This is the anniversary edition, and it is so nice. If you watched my unboxing, then you saw me be like super surprised at how nice it was. But because it is an indie magazine, it's like the pages are awesome. Obviously it has great patterns in here, and then it's also the binding of it. Look at the binding. It's like bound with awesome neon orange thread, and I just love it so much. But yeah, if you haven't ever got a pom-pom mag, definitely check it out. I know they have an online version where you can get that, but like I actually want the print ones now because it's so cool. So there's, how many patterns does it tell you? I don't know how many patterns, and I didn't count. There's a lot of patterns. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 patterns. So you get 6 patterns. There's a recipe in here. There's of course a couple little articles, and everything's just so pretty. And whenever you actually get the magazine, you get a code so you can put the patterns in your Ravelry library. So I like that. I'm super impressed with it. And I actually was on their website earlier, and I'm like, is there anywhere around me? And there's nowhere around me that has them. So I think I might have to bite the bullet and just subscribe, because I love it. It's so pretty. I wish I could like let you guys feel this, because it's great. Anyway, so I'll shut up about that, but obviously I'm super impressed with it. And I feel like I wanted to tell you guys something else. Oh, okay, I have a couple of questions for you guys. Number 1, do you like this whenever I skip a week and so I have a little bit more content, so there's more new stuff to talk about, or do you prefer every week? Because I can go either way. I just don't want to bore you guys whenever, you know, I show up and I'm like, hey, so I've put like this much knitting on a sleeve and that's it. So let me know in the comments. I hopefully will have my sipila done next week, so I plan to, you know, do an episode next week. But let me know, because if you guys like every other week better, if you feel like it's more amusing, I guess, entertaining, let me know, because I can totally do that instead. But let me know. And then the other thing, this is not knitting related either, but I wanted to talk about this because I feel like this was a fun thing that I found. And I actually found out about this from a person I subscribe to, Love Meg. Her channel is called Love Meg. And she just does like home stuff. She kind of has like a mommy channel a little bit, but she does a lot of stuff with cleaning, which is really how I found her. But anyway, this is called the 5-Second Journal. And this is, what is this woman's name? Mel Robbins, I think. I think it's Mel Robbins is her name. And you know what? I don't have the woman's name written in here. I know that's who it is. Yeah, Mel Robbins. Okay, so what it is a 5-second journal. And it really takes a little bit longer than 5 seconds, let's be honest. But I'm gonna flip to a page I haven't used yet so I can show you. So it's to kind of help you like plan your day and just complete the projects that you really are trying to complete. So every day you fill out a little 2-page spread. So you have today I feel, and you circle one, and then I feel this way because, obviously you're supposed to write that out. To feel more energized, I can, and so fill that out. You have a space for your top project, and then why this project matters to you, and then an action you can take to move that forward. You have a section for what you're grateful for, and then this is really important for people who are self-employed or who have a lot of side hustles going on. Today I will stop work at. Because I feel like that's something, for a while, like I wouldn't quit work until bedtime. And so, just because I have a lot of things that I do. So it's really easy just to kind of fall down that rabbit hole and just like work, you know, which is great in a way, but at the same time, you need to have a point where you say, okay, today you can say you're gonna work till bedtime, but I feel like whenever you see it written out, you're like, ooh, I really need to quit work at a certain time. So that's cool. And then over here, it has a place it says brain dump. So, you know, write whatever you need to do. Over here is your like little timeline for your day, your calendar. And then every day it gives you a little thing to do. So it tells you, it asks you if you did the challenge the day before, which I'm not near this. So they ask you if you did the task the day before, and then they tell you a new task to do. And then the next day, you know, you have to say when you're going to do it and what obstacle would hold you back possibly. The next day they'll ask you, did you do whatever task? And then, you know, you say yes or no, and then you write about your experience, describe what you learned, or if not, you say why you didn't do the task. And so it's just a really fun little book. And let me see. So it was put together by a psychologist to kind of help you to really like get down to what you need to do, which is really awesome. And I threw away there was a little cover thing that was wrapped around, not like a desk cover, but a little I don't know, information sheet, I guess. And I threw that away, and I kind of wish I haven't, because that way I could tell you a little bit more about it. But basically, yeah, it's cool if you're in the market for anything like that. And then there is like some journaling space in the back. Now there's not much, so you definitely couldn't use this as like a journal, a regular journal, because there's not, but maybe like, I don't know, maybe like that much, so not much. But yeah, so that's really fun. I just got this last Friday, I think, so I haven't used it many days, but I like it a lot, and I'm really happy that I got it. I got it on Amazon. I'm sure you can buy it from her website directly too, but that's where I got it. And I think that's everything I have for you guys today. I've done a shop update sometime recently. I didn't bring anything to show you guys though, because it's basically just my staple colorways, and then there are some one-of-a-kinds in there and some mini sets and things, but I didn't actually bring them to show you. So if you're interested, you can check it out at traintrackfiberdesigns.com. I do try to ship every day, so if you order before noon Eastern time, then I usually try to mail it out that same day. So yeah, if you're interested, go check it out. And I guess I will see you guys next Thursday. If you didn't watch the Yarn Yay unboxing and you're interested, go check it out, because there's more in the box than those two things I just showed you. So go check that out if you're interested. Also, if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give it a thumbs up, and I will see you guys soon. Hope you have an awesome weekend. Bye guys.